When Steve Yzerman left the Tampa Bay Lightning, we knew he would land with one of two franchises. Anything else would have been a complete shock. He was either going to the upstart Seattle franchise, the Seattle expansion, or going home, we'll say, to the Detroit Red Wings. And Gord Miller just broke the news. Yes, I am awake when this was tweeted. Gord Miller just broke the news. And, well, in fairness, the Red Wings have broken the news. I mean, you kind of know from this tweet from the Red Wings what it was going to be. Steve Yzerman is going to be the next general manager of the Red Wings. Ken Holland shockingly staying with the team. I think a lot of people thought he might, leave Detroit and go to Seattle. Maybe that still happens. Anything is possible. But it is very interesting that this is happening as expected. Yzerman back to Detroit. And while, yes, on Twitter the other day I joked, it was a joke, for those who didn't get it, but I did joke that, Yzerman's team fell in the playoffs. And make no mistake, that Tampa Bay team was Yzerman's team. They had only made one trade since he left. That was acquiring Jan Ruda. But regardless, in terms of a GM that you want on your team, running your team, the GM that at the very least can set the pins maybe better than anybody else, whether or not that team has what it takes to knock them down in the playoffs, Tampa, that remains to be seen, but that's not on Yzerman to do that. In terms of him building a team, are we tired of looking at this GIF? I am. In terms of building a team, we know what Steve Yzerman's capable of, and the building block that has been set here, I mean, Red Wings fans should be excited because it's about to get very, very interesting, and it was already very, very interesting. The team itself isn't in that bad of a spot. Of course, draft pick-wise, you're looking good. Multiple second-round picks. I mean, hell, you have 6 second-round picks over the next 3 years. It's not too bad. And then, of course, some of the young talent on this team. Larkin's already signed his extension, which is ridiculous. You might want to try to get rid of Franz Nielsen. 35 points for $5.2 million. Whew, 5.25 actually. However, if any GM can get someone to take Franz Nielsen away, if that's even a thing. I mean, modified no trade move, of course, or no trade clause, but is there any doubt over whether or not Yzerman's going to be able to turn this team into a winner? I don't think there is. The young stars on the team, the Larkins, the Manthas, 2 NCAA signings that are looking relatively decent. You factor in some of the younger talent as well. I mean, you look at the depth chart, who they have signed, who they don't have signed. It's not going to be too long before Detroit is pretty damn good again. And I have to admit, I'm slightly jealous. However, the standard is now so high, right? Like, if he can't build another super team, like anything less than a super team from him within the first couple of years, I think people are going to start complaining, which is going to be hilarious. Red Wings fans, you might not win a cup in the next 3 years. You might not win a cup in the next 5. But unless Yzerman has just magically lost his touch, oh, you're going to be good again. I don't know if the NHL is ready for that. I really don't. And like I said, the pieces that are already there, from the draft picks that are there to the selling point of, if you're Yzerman and you're negotiating, oh yeah, come to Detroit, see what I built in Tampa. You could be a part of the next one. Which, in fairness, again, it would help if Tampa had won, but that's not his fault. The goaltending situation is okay. Philip Larson has crushed the NCAA. I have a couple of other guys who might be able to make an impact. The defensive situation is okay, if not relatively good. I mean, Cholowski, Roenick, Hicketts, I mean, it's good. Detroit's going to be good. I figured I'd make this video quickly because I knew I'd be asked about it. Detroit was already looking okay. And they're going to be just a tad bit better. Some of those contracts you might want to move if you can. This one in particular might be a little bit difficult to move. Oh, damn it. I'm intrigued to see who Seattle gets now, though.